Guys, we are finally live. I tried to go live and my camera went vertical for some strange reason, but here we are, horizontal for YouTube. And if you don't already know me, it's Heather Boyd Wire, and today is the day. We finished the 10-day wire bracelet making challenge. It was amazing. I'm so thrilled that so many people participated and shared their work. We had over 30 people submit all 10 bracelets, which was amazing. Hey Amber, how are you? You're the first one on. I'm going to pull up the video on my computer. And I did mention, hi Becca, hey Mustafa, hi Alman, everybody's hopping on. Clarice, Peggy, Ginger, Paula, and Hagar. Cool. And Nicey, bunch of people I don't know. This is fun. So yeah, if you guys don't already know, we did the 10-day wire bracelet making challenge from September 1st to 10th. And every day there was a new tutorial and it worked out really well. Hi Kim, I'm great, Alman, thank you. Hi Mia, how are you? And yeah, so if you guys want to see photos of the creations, I put them in the community section. I'm also getting them up on Pinterest. I'm putting up the photos today of all 10, everybody's all 10 works, which is amazing. And yeah, it's been so much fun. You guys did amazing work. I was super thrilled. And I was like, give the idea, give the tutorial, and then you guys just go nuts with it. It's I just love it so much. It's fantastic. And yeah, so I'm going to do the draw pretty soon. I'm going to let people hop on. I'm going to do the draw at around 1:15, and I'll just pull up the video here so I could see. So yeah, let me know your feedback about the bracelet challenge, how you liked it, what were your favorite bracelets. I'd love to know. We have a bunch of names coming up. Paula's here, Dee is here, awesome. Hi guys. And yeah, let me know which was your favorite bracelet design, because and there's Jody. Yeah, Jody did all 10 too, which was great because Jody works a lot, so I was really pretty impressed that you were able to do them all. Hi Maria, hey Debbie, Sarah, hi from Alabama. Awesome. Sweet Home Alabama, one of my favorite songs. Yeah, so yeah, I won't show the pictures of the work at the last live stream. I kind of showed a bunch of pictures of what you guys were doing. They were super amazing. And so what I thought to do today is I am going to do a bit of DIY, because that's what I usually do on Wednesdays. Oh, a bunch of names. Tanya's here, and Neil. Awesome, fantastic. So just checking all the Jenny. Great, Jenny's here too, and Wendy. Thought I missed it. No. At 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays. Sometimes when we do the Let's Get Wired episodes, we do them at noon. So we'll definitely do another one of those. We have to kind of recoup after the bracelet challenge, and we'll do another Let's Get Wired, because that's super fun, where we work on the same project and share pictures live. So we have World Peas. That's a cool username. Hi. Glad you mentioned it in your DM. Yes. So I don't know that username. Who is that with the world peas? I've got to write down some of these usernames, because every now and then someone hops on and I don't know their username. So it's 7 in Sweden. It's Kristen. Oh, this is Kristen. Oh my God, this is my sister. Hey, I didn't know that was your username on YouTube. What's with the username? You must have more than one account. Everybody meet my sister Kristen from Salt Spring Island. So that's so cool. She has a YouTube channel doing all kinds of Bowen technique stuff. So if you have any aches and pains and need to see some cool videos, check her out for sure. Kristen, put your link in the comments for your YouTube channel or your website, whatever you want to put. That's fine. So yeah, so that's awesome. How cool. And yeah, so guys, pretty soon I'm gonna do the draw. I didn't get through my lunch. Here's my lunch. If you want to see my lunch, I have kale salad for lunch practically every day. So I will eat that after. I didn't really want to have kale stuck in my teeth while I was doing the tutorial, so I said, well, I'll just put it at the side and eat it after. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some stuff ready. But what I'm gonna do today is I have these cool wires from the Artistic Wire Company. I like the necklace that says Diva with the bead. Would look nice. Ooh, that'd be cool to do Diva. Yeah, love kale. Yeah, kale's the best. Jody doesn't agree. She says blech. Okay, not everybody likes kale, and it's hard on the stomach. I've developed a real iron stomach, and I can really digest raw kale quite well. I never used to be able to do that, but I know Mimi can't eat raw kale at all. It's just too heavy duty. Oh well, Jody. No wonder you're so tiny. Yeah, that and genetics. So a little bit of both, because I do have a sweet tooth. So that's crazy. I didn't like the link. Oh, what's that? Did you send the link? Okay, I have to backtrack here. Oops, it didn't like the link. Okay. Kristen Boyd, Holistic Hill. Oh, that's funny, because sometimes I can approve links in there. Anyways, you know what you could do, Kristen, is put it in after the video uploads. Put it in the or I'll put it in the description of the video, because I always love to share fellow entrepreneurs, especially when they're my sisters. So there you go. And Kristen actually does a lot of beading and things as well, because actually, Kristen, I just sent you a package in the mail, and I did. Kristen's gonna be making those mask holders to go, like, to hold on to your mask, and she's selling them in a little shop in Salt Spring Island. So Kristen, I sent you a bunch of eyeglass things as well, because she also does the eyeglass holders, and I sent you a bunch of little pins, rainbow beads, and tiger tails. So you're set to go. So so that'll keep you busy, keep you out of trouble for sure. So, and also Kristen's kids, her boys used to sell at the local market, making jewelry and stuff. Oh, I'm getting some questions here. So Julie, yes, okay. Hi, my posse, awesome, fantastic. Who did the painting in the background with the girl on it? So that painting was done by my dear friend Serena Miller. She actually runs a local entrepreneurial group called the Women's Entrepreneurial Exchange, We Too, and she's an amazing also painter and illustrator. Hi Laura, how are you? So yeah, that's a really one of a kind painting that she did. It's not typical of her style, but I loved it so much, so I got that for her. I have all small works of fellow artists, and in the background here, like I have, well, this is like Amber's little piece that she did. I showed it in a previous video, and then on a beaded cord that my friend Allison made. This is my most recent acquisition, is this painting here by a local artist with the poppies in it, and then a bunch. Oh, I did that one with the poppies in a painting workshop. So I have all kinds of cool art there. So I'm missing some comments here. So Charlotte's here. Hey, how are you? And Asha's here, and Tessa. Awesome. We have so many people. I love you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And anyone else? I just dumped milk all over my floor. Oh boy, yeah. I do that all the time. So yeah. So today we're going to be making. This is 26 gauge wire. This is from the Artistic Wire Company. Remember they sent me that big surprise box of stuff that I opened up. Nice painting though. Yeah, it's a really nice painting. So what I'm going to do today, because the woman from the Beadalon company, what she does is she does like string art. I don't know if you saw in our group in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, but you remember that old string art from the 70s that they get like a velvet panel and put nails in it and put the string all around it to do string art. So she does that type of thing, not on black velvet, but she does it with wire, with this thinner wire. So this 26 gauge wire, you can actually do, you could do crochet with it. I prefer to do crochet with 28 gauge wire, but it's not bad with the 26. And so she does this string art. And so I had an idea to do something called stitched cards. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I think some of you guys said on the last live stream you've done it. So there's actually a website that you can get a few free patterns. This is a free pattern I got from the website. I don't know if you could see it. And then basically what it is, you put holes in your paper and then you string it back and forth. But generally you would do it with literal string or thread or embroidery floss, because the trouble is if you use wire, it's going to tear at the paper, and maybe it'll just rip it, right? Wendy saw the reindeer card. Yes, yeah, I have a lot of greeting cards with wire and beads as well. So this is a free pattern that's on their website, and I'll just find you the website. Oh, this is how it looks, okay? With the string art type of thing. So can you write Elizabeth or Pauline? Well, I have a long list of names that I have to write, so I've kind of put that on hold for a bit because I have a ton of projects that I'm working on. And but I do have a list of names that I keep on file. So here's the front page of their website. So you can go to stitchingcards.com. They sell their patterns, but they do have a few free patterns, and you can make up your own patterns. So it's really super fun. I've done a few before with paper and thread. So I'm gonna try some today with some paper. So I have. I don't know if it's going to work or not. You guys know I don't mind going into this blindly to see if it works or not. It might or might not work. So I have this paper. Okay, so Elizabeth, I got your request several times, and I'm not really taking requests for names right now. So, but I will put them on the list for sure. And this is a different paper called Yupo paper. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Yupo paper, but Yupo paper is actually not made with trees. It's not made with paper stuff. It's plastic. So this, I was thinking this might work better because it's not going to be, it shouldn't tear. So what I'm going to do is when I get to the tutorial part, I'm going to do that. I just have to get a pin because I'm going to need a pin to poke some holes. And then I have some paper that I can draw a design on. So we're gonna do that. And what time is it now, guys? I gotta check the time to see if we're ready to do the draw, because I could do that first and then those people that have to go can go. So let me just check the time. It's okay, it's 1:15. So if you guys want, we can do the draw now, and then I am going to do an experiment with the card after. So 10:16. So that means it's 1:16 here. So let's go for it. I'm trying to remember how I did this the last time. I think we're just gonna go, I'm gonna get the app. I have it on my computer, so maybe that's gonna be the best way to do this. Now I'm gonna miss comments for a little bit because I have to flip my screen to do the name picker thing. And then just let me bring my computer a little closer. And that's gonna be, so I'm gonna go to the random name picker. I'm gonna flip the screen. Okay, so there we go. So here's the screen here. Let me bring this a little closer. Hopefully this is going to work. So this is a random name selector. And let me just bring this a little bit closer. Okay, and just make sure if you've done all 10 pieces, make sure that your name is on this list. So I'm going to start at the top, and let me just see. I just have to see if you guys can actually, is this close enough? Can you guys read these names? Let me know if you can read these names in the comments. And if you can read them, we're going to go through them and make sure everybody is on the list. So everybody did an amazing job. Yeah, you can read them perfect. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to scroll through them to make sure that you guys are on there. So we've got Alman, Amanda, Amber, Andrea G, Andrea Jones, Becca, LaRae, Nina, Clarice, Dee, Lavelle, Connie, Yvonne, Elmarie, Terry, Tyra, Wendy, Jody, Jennifer, Julie, Peggy, Dee, Mustafa, Susan, Victoria, Angela, Tim, Mia, Bernice, Laura, Susan, Evelyn, Ginger, and Barbara. Okay, so we have, yeah, Wendy T is on there, but Wendy P, you didn't do the bracelet challenge, did you? I'm pretty sure it, unless I'm completely mistaken. I don't have your bracelets. So let me know in the comments, guys, if anybody, your thumb is too bad. That's what I thought, that you weren't working on the bracelets. So, but next time, I mean, you won that beautiful collection of stuff in the for the last one. So that was super cool. Hello, I want you to make my name with wires. Yeah, so I'm not making names today at all. I'm doing something completely different, and we're doing the draw for the challenge. So I love my last gifts. That's awesome. Yeah, and I hope your thumb feels better. So guys, as long as nobody is missing, you did my nice bracelet. Yeah, that's it. So as long as nobody is missing, I am going to start the draw. So we have 34 names. So let me know in the comments. Let me see. I think I'm going to start with the main gift, the main, yeah, I'm going to start with the biggest gift, or the biggest prize, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to start with the craft kits. So last a couple of times for the challenges, I made a custom, it's not a craft kit, it's a custom wire art and jewelry making kit. So basically it's wires, beads. I custom make it depending on who wins the prize. And so let's draw that one first. Okay, so is everybody ready? Can somebody do a drum roll? So we're gonna do, and I'm gonna remove the name of the list after we draw and filter duplicate names. So that should be good. So is everybody ready for the pick the first name? So we're gonna go, let's hope this is gonna work. Drum roll. Okay, so bing. It's Lavelle. So Lavelle wins the first, which is the wire craft kit. Not craft kit, the wire jewelry kit. So we've got Lavelle on there. I'm going to write her name. Perfect. I'm not sure she's on the live or not, but I will definitely get back to her and let her know. And then the next prize is a custom tutorial. So the custom tutorial is you come to me with an idea, as long as it's not a copywritten design that belongs to another artist. If you have some ideas, like a theme or like a kind of animal or anything you want me to custom make for a tutorial, I will create a tutorial in your honor and send you the sample of what I made for the tutorial. So let's pick the name for the custom tutorial. So pick again. Jody! Okay, Jody's on. So Jody, you get a custom tutorial and the sample. So that's awesome. So yeah, Jody just said congrats Lavelle. So we have congrats Jody, you won a custom tutorial. That's super fun. And that's the first time I've ever offered a prize like that. So that's going to be exciting. So we'll chat. You can DM me or I'll DM you and we'll figure out something super cool to do for that. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. I'm excited about that. So the next prize is going to be a custom gift. So a custom gift from my Etsy shop. So it could be a pair of earrings, it could be a necklace, it could be, what else do I have? Pins, I have bookmarks, I can make a little cake topper. So anything, one thing from my Etsy shop. So let's pick the name for that one. So we're gonna go pick again. Becca! So Becca, awesome. Becca's been doing a lot of like really cool designs for the challenge, and I always love your photos, Becca. They're so cool, the way you put them in collages and stuff as well. So that's awesome. So Becca gets a custom gift from my Etsy shop. So Becca, you can think about what you would like to get, and that would be awesome. So then for the other prize, I'm going to pull a few more names, and this is going to be, it's going to depend on what you guys already have, because I want to offer, I have my pendant making ebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull names for these, and if you already have the prize that's that you get your name pulled for, we can discuss some other, these are more like downloadable things. So we can discuss if these are things you've already owned or you've already won. We can discuss alternatives for these. So the first one is going to be for templates. So these are all templates for You never win anything. That's cool. Oh, I'm so happy. So this prize is going to be for templates that I have in my new DIY Etsy shop, which are all templates for the jigs and other templates for the animals. And I might even create a new kind of template and throw it in there as well. So this name is going to be to win some templates to be used for wire art and jewelry. So we're going to pick again. Amber! So Amber, I have a feeling you might have all of my templates, but I will make something new and different for you so you can download it for. In fact, we can discuss it. If you have a design that you need a template for, let me know and I'll make you a template and send that to you by virtually over the interweb for sure. So that's awesome. That'll be fun. I'm sure you'll come up with some ideas that we could do something special for that. And then the next one is going to be for the pendant ebook. So I have this pendant ebook that I'm working on. It's sort of still in progress. It's pretty well finished, but I'm still tweaking it. So this is an ebook that I will eventually put in my Etsy shop and hopefully on Amazon. I haven't quite got there yet. Trouble with me is I have so many projects. It's insane. I definitely need either more hours in a day or a little team to help me create these things, but it's all good. So the winner, this one is going to be to download the pendant ebook. I will send it to you. So let's choose another name. Choose again. Clarice. So Clarice, I think Clarice might also already have the pendant ebook, but if not, Clarice, I will send you that. And if you already have it, we'll definitely discuss other alternatives for that for sure. Yeah, so that will be great. So then after that, I have, how many people do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then why don't we pick a wild card name? Okay, so we're going to pick one that's going to be a wild card. And what's going to happen with this is I'm going to figure out a prize, but I don't have the prize in mind right now. So it's going to be a surprise prize. So we'll figure it out after. So let's pull one more name and we'll go from there. So this is going to be for a surprise prize. We don't know what it is yet, but I will definitely figure it out. So drum roll for the surprise prize. Bing! Amanda! Awesome! Oh, that's so cool. So Amanda, you get the surprise prize. And that's very appropriate because you're always like so thoughtful and interesting about how you present your work and how you express, your thought process and all that kind of thing. I just love it. So it's very appropriate that you get a surprise prize. And I'm going to think about what that surprise prize is going to be. And we will figure it out and I will let people know once I've decided. I might even sleep on it and we'll go from there. So that's so cool. So guys, congratulations to, let me just flip the screen for a minute before I do the DIY. So okay, so I'm gonna just flip this back before I get to the DIY stuff. Wait, what? Yes, wait, what? You won a prize. You won a surprise prize. I don't even know what it is. We're gonna figure it out together. So that's awesome. I have a few ideas already. Yeah, oh, I definitely, actually, ooh, my goodness. Amanda, I have a really cool idea, but I'm not going to tell you right now because I just thought of something super appropriate, but it's, the wheels are turning. I'm thinking about it. So cool. So that was so fun, guys. And like I said, everybody's a winner. You guys made some amazing, amazing work. Your ideas are brilliant. Oh, thank you, Wendy. They're a little crazy sometimes, but usually they work. So we'll see. So yeah, so congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much for participating. Oh, Nina just got here. So Nina, we have a list of winners. We have Lavelle, Jody, Becca, Amber, Clarice, and Amanda. So they all won a variety of prizes. I'll write them in the description once the video is uploaded. And like I said, I'm posting all of your pictures, 10 bracelet pictures on Pinterest as well. So that was amazing. So guys, let's go ahead and flip the screen and I'm going to show you a little bit if you have energy for a little DIY tutorial thing. We're just going to do a little one. I don't think it's going to take too long, but I just want to experiment, like get my feet wet with the the wire stuff. So let me just turn the screen around. Perfect. So here we go. So just to show you again, this is the stitch cards. Okay. So this is, they have a website, stitchingcards.com, and I've actually made some of these with thread and paper, but I thought it would be fun just to try my own design. So here's one that's actually a butterfly. So the idea is you put a bunch of holes and then you kind of zigzag the wire around. So I thought that was really cool. So, oh, did Amber not know that she won? Oh, maybe Amber, did you miss that? That you won some templates, but I think you already have the templates, so I'm going to custom make you a template, whatever you would like. So we're going to just try to do a very simple design for the stitch, like the stitch card type thing, and I will play around with it. I'm just going to pull up the screen again. So there we go. Okay, perfect, excellent. Nice. Yeah, it's been such a great time. So the idea for the stitch card is you have it's like string art, right? So you would have a shape. So maybe I'll just do like a simple heart shape, right? So usually what I do for, let me just get them, the scissors. Usually what I do for the heart, like here, I'm going to cut a piece of paper, and just so it's even. I was listening. Okay, cool. The crazy pups. So let's just bend this in half. And so the idea is I just want to do a heart one, but I want to make it quite simple. So let's just make a little simple one. I don't want it to be too big either. So when I want a symmetrical heart, I just do this and cut it around. We just cut it right around here. And then we have our heart shape. So that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, gotta go. Okay, bye, Wendy. Thanks for hopping by. So let me just get this one on here. Perfect. So we're gonna just go around here and trace it. Okay, just trace it as well as we can. And then the idea is, I haven't done this in a long time. But the idea would be that you put like holes in here, and I don't know like how many to do exactly. I'm just going to play around with it and see, but I think if you put them an equal distance apart, I'm not sure I want to do too many, because I just want to play around with the idea just to show you sort of the potential of what you can do with that. But the idea is, and you could do a lot more complex designs that have like several shapes in them. So this is just a simple heart, but you could definitely do a bunch of like complex designs, like putting different shapes together. Like the butterfly was basically each wing was a shape. So that's, something that you could do. So that would be the idea. You do this, and then I'm going to use this Yupo paper. It's YUPO, and we're going to stick it on here, and we're going to poke some holes in the Yupo paper. I'm hoping the Yupo paper is going to work, because hopefully it'll just like hold its shape. So I just have to get a pin, if I can find a pin. Yeah, here's my pins. And Peggy says, I can't believe the sun is showing through the smoke. Yeah, I feel for you guys with all that smoke. And yeah, it's pretty scary. Like just, there's even tinges of it in Montreal, and we're on, towards the East Coast. So that's really crazy. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to tape this on here. Otherwise, it's going to move all over the place. So now we're going to tape it on this paper. Now, if you're using thread, you don't have to worry as much about damaging the paper. But because this is wire, I'm really worried about the paper tearing. I'm not even sure the Yupo paper is going to work, but I think we're just going to try it to see. So we're going to let me just cut this bit off here and just tape it a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. First time seeing the sun in a while. Wow, well that's a good sign then if you could see it. So let me get some, I'll just do red, traditional heart color. So we're just gonna pull this one off. But what you have to do is actually poke these holes now. So we're gonna get this and poke holes in the paper. So just careful not to get your finger, and you're just gonna go around. Now, the other thing I will be doing is, like they did on the Beadalon site, I will be doing some literal string art where you put the nails or some pegs in a board and do the string art that way too, because that'll be super fun to do, sort of the more traditional 70s style string art. So I'm pretty sure I did some as a kid, but I don't like super remember right now. But it definitely was popular in the 70s doing that string art. And so I probably did because that's basically all I did when I was a kid was arts and crafts. So I was not sporty at all. I was definitely an art geek, and I used to do a lot of crafts, like just building gadgets and stuff out of cardboard and, you know, recycled stuff, and that was like really my thing to do. So no surprise what I'm doing now is because I do a lot of stuff with like upcycled, recycled stuff. I think some of these holes I might have put a little close together, so I'm just gonna like skip one and do it like that. So there, now what you have your things here. Might not be on long because we are under hurricane. Oh no, Yvonne, take care. Yeah, boy, there's so much going on, with the fires and the hurricanes. So here's the paper with the little holes in it. So try not to be frightened. Yeah, I hope you have a safe spot where you can hang out, a basement or something. So now I'm going to pull a bunch of this wire. I'm not sure how much wire I'm going to need, so let me measure it to be sure. So if I do like about, I'm going to start at the 2 foot mark. It's probably going to be way too much, but I'm going to leave the extra here in case I run out. Although you can always add water. I just saw the word rain and my head said water. You could add more wire. So now what we're going to do is put this one up here and just get started. So we're going to bring this one up here. I'm going to trim the end a little bit. So, but now what I have to figure out is how we're going to do this in a way this is where my head has to get. I have to screw my head on tight for a minute just to realize like how we're going to do this. I think we're going to go maybe just straight up and down and go from there. Let's just try that. So I'll just pull the wire out like to about 2 feet, maybe a frame with tiny loops on the inside. Yes, definitely you can do that. And the other thing I want to do with this is, I don't know if you've ever seen earrings from South America, and they basically like, it's like a teardrop shape or another shape with a little spring around the outside with this same kind of crisscross design with thread. So I definitely want to do that type of thing as well with this 26 gauge wire. I think there's a lot of potential. You guys should get some 26 gauge wire if you don't already have it, because I think there's a lot of potential for fun designs for this. So for now, we're going to try this one, and then, yeah, definitely look out for more. I'll have more tutorials coming with different designs for the 26 gauge wire, including the string art. So let's just start with this. And so now we're going to have to go to the right of that one. You could even put beads on this too if you want. Now, trouble is my eyesight and also just my coordination. So we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to bring this one here. Okay, that's perfect. So now we're going to the right, then we're going to go to the left of that one. So let's go to the left of that one and put this one in. I'm glad I didn't make this too big because this might take us a long time. So we're just going to go like that. And so far this paper is okay. I'm trying not to pull it too tightly, like I'm pushing it down with my thumb so I don't end up having to put too much pressure on the paper itself, because I really don't want it to tear. So, and I poked the pin from the front to the back, so always it's hard to get back up the back because, you know, the paper kind of gets pushed to the back, so it's hard to get past it a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to do it like this. I wonder if you could trace the heart with wire and then wrap around it and take the paper off. You could. The only problem with that is it would slip out of place, because if you're putting it on a wire frame, you'd have to actually literally loop it around. Otherwise, it's going to like not stay on the frame itself. You'd have to do like a weaving thing where you're actually like looping it around the around the wire itself. But I think there's a way that you can combine techniques with this type of thing. And this is like literally ground floor of experimenting with this concept. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think there's a lot that we can do with this. And yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of potential. So when you're doing this with the thread, you can pull the tension quite tight and not worry about tearing the paper. So this one, I'm hoping my wires aren't going to be too wobbly. Like I'm trying to pull them as snugly as possible without damaging the paper. So far it's not too bad. It's coming along pretty good. My baby Arthur was being crazy. I didn't hear what kind of paper it is. So this is called Yupo paper. It's YUPO. And you can actually buy this in any art supply store that sells, you know, watercolor paper and stuff. And a lot of people paint on this with watercolor or inks. And it's a great paper. The fun thing about this paper is the paint does not absorb into the paper because it's not absorbent, it's plastic, right? So it makes, if you paint on this with colored inks, it is stunning. It is so gorgeous because the colors stay really vibrant and very saturated, and it makes beautiful kind of marbly designs on the paper, which is really, really cool. So yeah, if you get a chance, I would definitely try Yupo paper. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to go over some of these holes that are poking through the opposite way, so they're going to be easier for me. So every second hole, I'm actually going to poke back the way it came because they're just being really difficult. So let's try that. So we're going to go like that. And actually, it'll be not every second hole. It's going to have to be every hole because I go through that one and then down to this one. So that's what I have to do. Every one of these holes, I just have to kind of open it up a bit more because I'm having a lot of trouble getting the wire through. So there we go. So we're going to go like this. And oh, we have people leaving. Yeah, good night, because it's nighttime some places. That's it. It's afternoon here. I can't imagine going to sleep right now, but it's definitely nighttime elsewhere. So there we go. So we're going to go that way. So we're just going to keep going with this and fill up the whole thing, and then we're going to see how it looks. And if I run out of wire, I'll just go ahead and take it from the spool, because I can figure out how much I've used. Like say I've gone halfway through this spool and I had 2 feet of wire, then I'll just have to cut another 2 feet. So we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to go this way and just keep going with this. And yeah, it takes a little while, but I think it's really a cute idea, and I definitely am going to experiment with this. And what would be really nice is if you painted on this first. I guess you'd have to be careful. If it was ink, you wouldn't have to worry about it like smudging when you do this aspect of it, because inks are, once they're on there, they're permanent. Watercolors are a little different because they're a little more fragile, but if you painted on this with ink, made a nice little pattern and did a shape on top, that would look super cool. So yeah, Amanda, I know you do a lot of painting and mixed media stuff, so that would be cool. I must have paused the video at some point. Now I'm lagging from real time. Oh, can you refresh your page, your computer? Maybe that's it. You just have to push refresh. So there, we've kind of run out of wire there. It looks like we've done like about half of the card. So I'm gonna like at least cut another 2 feet of this wire just to be sure, because I want to make sure I have enough wire. And so that would mean it would be about 4 feet altogether. So what we want to do here is we're just going to go here and then bring this up through the back. So now we have to kind of go the opposite way. So now I'm going to make these holes a little bigger, because otherwise it's going to be really tricky to get through these. Now when you do this with thread, you would have your thread on a needle, so then you wouldn't have this problem because your thread would be pokey. But because this wire isn't super stiff, you know, it's very soft and the end isn't really pokey, you kind of have to like pre-poke the holes. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, that's good. So we're going to go this way. So yeah, the overlap changes because we're going the opposite way, but this is because it's a prototype. I'm not too worried about it. So like rather than like always overlapping the same way, my overlap is changing directions here, but that's okay. Just for the sake of trying this out, I think it's going to be fine. So we're just going to go this way. Yeah. So Ginger, you said, is it going to work going the other way? It works. It's just not the directions gotten changed. So, but that's okay. I mean, for a prototype, and then Ginger's been taking amazing notes for me about like how much wire and stuff we need for all these projects. So, oh, see, now look at what happened. So this is a problem. We're going to have to be very careful. I thought the Yupo paper would be resistant, but now it's torn there. So now what we have to do is just be very, very careful. So what I would do if that happened, what you could do is actually put a piece of tape there. So after, maybe that's what I would do, is I could just, or maybe I should do it now. I don't have any clear tape, but what I could do, if that happened, I could put a tape over there, like a more resistant tape, so it's not going to tear like that. So that's something to keep in mind. If you pull too hard, it's going to rip. So I'm just going to put a tape here for now, but that's something to keep in mind. Just even though it's plastic paper, it's ripped. I didn't expect that at all. So there we go. But there's not much we can do about that now. Maybe you could put like a cloth tape on the back of your paper. That might work. So you don't have that problem. And I think the key too is also to be very careful. So I'm I'm troubleshooting all the possible problems that you could have. So that's definitely one problem, is the paper tearing. So maybe a cloth tape, I don't know, maybe even fusible interfacing or something. Or just doing it on fabric too. Like if you put fabric in a how do you say, an embroidery hoop to hold it like stiff and taut, you could do that, and then you wouldn't have that problem with it tearing, because it won't tear through the fabrics. But paper for sure is very, very, so rather than like tug at this, I'm just going to push it down with my finger and literally bend it here. So that's going to avoid that problem of the paper tearing. So we're just going to keep going. And I'm actually really glad that happened, because it shows that there's certain precautions you have to take when you do this design. And yeah, so we're just going to keep going around like this. And then you guys could definitely also try it with thread, with embroidery thread or regular thread. And check out the stitch cards. If you just Google stitch cards, you'll see lots of examples of them as well. And I think they make very cute designs. In fact, maybe I should do something like this for we're going to be doing that 10-day gift making challenge in November. So keep those ideas coming for ideas for gifts that we can make out of wire. I have a bunch of suggestions already that people have suggested. So Ginger, I think you had suggested doing the mandala that I had showed on one of the previous videos, and that's a really fun gift. It's like sort of great for meditating and stress release. It's a relief. It's kind of like a fidget spinner type thing, but it's very ancient. Like it's a very old kind of design type of thing, the mandala. And yeah, I've made them before, so I think I'd love to make one for the challenge. I think it'd be super cool. It's a great gift, and especially in terms of like encouraging people to slow down and meditate and relax and things too. So yeah, so here we go. We're going to keep going with this. We're almost done. We'll just keep going back and forth, and then we'll just finish. It's actually going to be really easy to finish off, because you could just tape the end in behind the card, which is good. So here too, I don't want to poke at it too much. I'm just going to bend it and bring it up this way. We're going to have a little bit of a bump there, but it's all good. So Jody says call to work. Okay, so Jody, we'll see you soon, and I'm going to message you about the prize, and we're going to figure all that out. So thanks again for participating in the challenge and for hopping on the live. It's awesome. So we're going to bring this one down here. And we're almost done. I just hope I'm not going to run out of wire, although it's not a big deal. I could definitely add wire to it if I've run out. I tried not to do too many holes, because I want it to be, I want it to be not too detailed, because also with the wire, I'm seeing that it makes a bit of a lump in the middle. So that's another reason maybe not to do too much detail. You could even use, I would recommend also using the 28 gauge wire for this. In fact, I think maybe the 28 gauge wire would be better, because 26 is a little bit thick. 28 gauge is really more like a thread. So 28 would be a great option. And 28 is the one that I do my crochet with. So yeah, definitely keep the 28 gauge in mind. But I really like the way this is looking. Like, it's very interesting. And you could do multicolors. You could do different colors as well. So how would you do a crescent moon? Yes, you could definitely do a crescent moon. I think that's a great idea. That would be beautiful. I think basically you just draw your outline shape and then put holes around the outside, and then just decide where you want to start. So you start with one hole, and then the hole you go into first will be exactly halfway. So whatever the halfway point is, you'll go over to that halfway point and start your weave that way. So one wire goes one way, one wire goes the other. So I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, would look cool with color changing wire. Yes, I wonder if it does. I'll have to search that, Ginger. If that color changing wire comes in a thin gauge, that would be so beautiful. Yeah, great idea. I think they actually sell that wire in Michael's, but I don't know if they sell it in the color changing one. I know you can buy embroidery thread that changes colors. So guys, it worked pretty well. Wow, it looks almost like veins in a body. I don't know. There's something really cool about that. And I bet you could even, like, if you didn't want them straight like that, you could probably like tweak them so they're kind of going around there. So yeah, we were biting my nails to see if I had enough wire. That was close, eh? That was really close. So now what I would do with that is just clip these ends, clip these two ends here, and you can just leave them like that. You could put a piece of tape on them if you want, but probably they're okay like that. So it turned out really well, and then you can, you know, kind of fix this up if you want them kind of like more whatever. And then, like I said, you could probably tweak them around a bit too. So I think there's a lot of potential. I did it, yay! Yeah, so the changing color wire is, it's not that the wire literally changes color, it's that it's a multicolor wire. So I don't know where I'm trying to find where I put mine. Oh, here it is. Whoops, I just dropped it on the floor. So this is the color, the multicolor wire by the Beadalon company. And yeah, so this is 20 gauge wire, but this one's gorgeous with the, like this. If this came in 28 gauge or 26, that would be super cool. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, Christmas tree, like, there's so many designs, guys, on this website. This is the stitchingcards.com. So they have templates you can buy, but you can also just make up your own designs as well. Like, it's pretty, once you get the hang of it, I think it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, definitely check out their shop. And let me just flip the screen around. Let's see. Yay! So there we are. So guys, that's it for today. So pumpkins, yeah, pumpkins would be so cool. Yeah, the sky is the limit. Let me know if you guys try this, either with the wire or with thread, or yeah, I think it's really cool. And then another time I'm gonna try the string art. So I'm actually gonna do some tutorials for the string art stuff. I think that would be really fun. And yep, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you guys go. That was really fun, and thank you so much, everybody, again, for participating in the challenge. I'm gonna set up the event page for the gift making challenge. That'll be in November. I think I have already the dates chosen. I think I've arranged it so it actually ends on my birthday. So that's November 29th. So I think it's gonna be like 10 days, like, leading up to November 29th. So that's going to be that. And everybody have a great rest of the week. And oh, Debbie's just hopping on. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, we're just finishing up. And so hi and bye. And we'll see everybody in the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. And yeah, thank you for all your inspiration. And we'll see you the next time. Bye.